Hello, everyone. Ben Bryce here on Tuesday, April 9th to give you your Midday Mayhem. This afternoon, I'm joined with the terrific Teddy Tarvis. So, Teddy, what are we seeing out there in the markets today?
Yep. So when it comes to the grains, it seems like all three of them have been just chopping around a certain price level. And when we do see certain prices for all three of them, I think we're seeing a lot of producer selling, specifically in corn. When we get around this 450 level, it seems like everyone wants to just sell as much as they can. The bin doors go open, and that's the things go back down. So I don't think cash selling is necessarily something that is going to signal a downtrend, but it will act as resistance. So that's kind of what we've been seeing here the last few weeks in wheat, corn, and soybeans. So just something to keep an eye on, but hopefully we can continue to grind higher.
Yeah, I mean, right now, what we've been seeing in the market, right, really for the past month is a lot of sideways grind. We get some good news. At the end of the month, the market catches a little bit of life, and then we kind of give it back. Right, we get to that resistance area, and then we set back down. But that being said, we're kind of waiting for headlines out there. We were waiting for headlines at the end of last year, going into the beginning of this year, to give the market some life, and we really haven't seen anything. And the market's kind of trading that way. So what we need to see is we really need to see some big headlines come in, whether that's regarding planting here, weather down in South America, and in regards to our planting, that's going to revolve around the weather here too. So the big story that everyone's been looking at are these funds. I mean, what are the funds doing? Are we seeing a lot of activity out of them?
Yeah, so we got the commitment to traders report on Friday, and it showed that they were very just light sellers. So not a whole lot of activity, but it seemed like that is literally old news. So it seems like the last few days of trading, they've actually you've seen open interest continue to decrease. So it seems like there's some fund activity there. So we'll see what happens on the commitment to traders report that comes out this upcoming Friday. But they are still well short. So, they don't necessarily have to continue to cover those shorts, but, that is the expectation. So, yeah, going forward, I still expect sort of a slow grind, higher for all three grains, but, it's going to take some patience. And, like I said, just continue to wait it out. And, like I said, just slow grind higher for all three.
So that's what we're looking for. I mean, cash sales are going to be key here going into the busy time of the year. A lot of guys are going to be getting in the field planting over the next week and a half or so. So definitely be looking out for there if you guys get a decent cash bid on some of your grain. Now, switching from grain to livestock, what's been going on in this cattle? We had a lot of news last week, and it seems like we're kind of sitting in no.
Yeah. So, the main headline, it seems like, of the last 2 weeks is bird flu. What's going on with bird flu? It infects the dairy cows, but then that seems to carry over to the beef cattle, and no one wants to have infected beef, and so cattle have just been getting hammered the last few days, it seems like. So we're continuing to watch that whole cattle market, and hope it continues to go higher here. But seems like now everyone is watching out for bird flu headlines every few days, and it seemed like there was some pre-selling going to this past weekend, ahead of a anticipated bird flu headline. So, I don't think it's as serious as some people think it is, but I think cattle can make their way higher.
So when you're looking at the cattle, right? Yeah, the bird flu, kind of add to Teddy's point here. Looking at that bird flu, it's a big story. But on top of the bird flu last week, we had big show list numbers. We had lower cash trade, lower box beef, but now we're starting to see that box beef number kind of come back. So if you're looking for a glimmer of hope in this cattle market, I'd say it might be more on that box beef side, because you are starting to see a little bit stronger activity out of there. Still no news, no major news on cash sales, which is helpful when you have taken back as much as you have out of this cattle market. So with that, Teddy, thank you for joining us today. Guys, if you have any questions, please give us a call at 1-800-2-MARKET. That's 1-800-262-7538. And keep your eye out for our our report day snapshot that's coming out for the report on Thursday. Thank you.